have to be productive in your mind to be able to maximize whatever you have to achieve the goals that you desire to achieve. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be discussing how to get your life back together from that unproductive space, from the funk, from that chill chapter of your life, how to start your life back again and get the motivation that you need. First of all, you need to remember that we are fully responsible for how our life turns out. You cannot just wallow your time away in a funk or in a sad phase for as long as what time is of the essence. We can't keep wasting our time sulking through a phase of our life. We need to get our life back on track, which leads me to the first point of this video, which is make that decision to get your life back together. It starts from within you. No one can tell you how to get your life back together necessarily. Nobody has been through what you went through. Nobody knows the reason why you were in that funk stage, why you were depressed, why things were going the way they were going for you. So nobody really understands you the way you understand yourself. That is the reason why you have to be the one to get yourself out of that funk phase. You need to get yourself out of that chill chapter by yourself. And when you're out of that chill chapter, you must first of all remember the reason why you were in that funk in the first instance. To remember the reason why you were in that hazy stage in the first instance. Whatever the reason may have been, whether academics, whether a bad business venture, whether repetition in life, or maybe you're tired of your job, maybe it's even a relationship problem, maybe you're going through a bad heartbreak. It's all normal. It is all normal. There is nothing new under the sun. Everybody has gone through what they had to go through, and it might look like this is something you cannot bear, but trust me, it is something that you can get yourself out of. After you have identified the problem, after you have identified the reason why you ended up in that funk phase, the first thing you need to do is to create a schedule. You need to write out a plan. That's the next thing you need to do. I need you to demarcate that schedule into the various sectors of your life: financially, emotionally, spiritually, academically, in every sector of your life. Then you make a plan. This is how I was able to get myself up through the funk, because I'm not here to tell you, oh, this is how you get through it, when I have not gone through it myself. I'm telling you through my own experience of how I was able to get through a funk that lasted for over 6 months. I was in a very dark space. I was in my own chill chapter for a long time, and I was able to get out of that stage by scheduling my life into different sectors. I'll schedule my life into the academic sector, the financial sector, the emotional sector. When I write down the goals I want financially, I write down the goals I want per education, I write down the goals I want per emotional, per spiritual. That way I was able to create a schedule for myself on what I wanted to do, because now it dawned on me like you are lagging behind yourself. The competition is not against any other person, it's against you. You have to realize that you have been wasting your own time and you need to get back on track. While I put my life in that schedule, it reminded me of how much I want to achieve as a person spiritually, how much I want to achieve as a person financially, emotionally, academically, even in my business. You just schedule your life that way, and then from there you go to the next step. Say for instance your goal is to hit $1,000 monthly financially, and your goal is to be able to finish the Bible in a year spiritually, and academically your goal is to be able to make a 2-1 or first class. For the spiritual part, you ask yourself, how do I read the scripture daily to be able to finish reading the Bible within a year? Then you take for your academics, how do I study my books and attend classes? That way you now make a daily routine or a weekly routine. I started this by making the 75-day easy. I know you've heard of that challenge before. If you haven't, please just check it out. There's a 75-day hard and 75-day easy challenge, because physically I wanted to lose weight, I wanted to build my relationship with God, I wanted to build myself financially, I wanted to get my life back. And during that period, because I wasn't hitting my financial goal for my month, I was not taking the day.
Stop it. Get some help.
You cannot make a schedule that is unrealistic by saying that, okay, I want to make $10,000 monthly, and you don't have a business, you don't have any source of income. I'm not trying to say it's not possible. I'm saying be realistic with the goals, because that way it will be able for you to heal faster. If you go and make unrealistic goals, you want to make $10,000 monthly, you want to finish the Bible in a month, you want to become a first class graduate, when you know your CGPA is already saying there's no way it can happen, and you're in your final year. Do you see how unrealistic that could be? And when you don't achieve those goals because you made unrealistic plans, it starts to make you feel sad and can even take you back to a funk. What I need you to be is realistic with the goals that you're planning to make. How much do you think you can realistically make? So when you make half that money or the full money, you know that you have seen growth in your life. You have made yourself proud. The next thing I need you to do is give yourself grace. Acknowledge the little things that you do. If it's your studies that you have been taking seriously, give yourself acknowledgement for that. If you have been getting your life back together financially, give yourself that grace. For every good thing you do, just take and acknowledge that. Put effort to achieving the goals that you set for yourself. Stop procrastinating. Oh my god, I wish this was one of the points I put ahead. Stop procrastinating. If the financial goal you have set for yourself is for you to start a business, for you to start content creation, if it's for you to start digital marketing, whatever the case may be, stop procrastinating. You don't have all the time in the world to sulk around. I just finished reading a book called The 20s Your Deciding Decade. You need to read that book if you have a chance. It's a non-fictional book and it's super educative and informative. Trust me, I cried several times in that book because I was able to relate to certain things that book exposed me to. And I recommend it to you to get your life back together, especially if you're in your 20s. Even if you're not, I hope that you can get your hands on that book to read it and get through the phase that you're going through. No one's going to give you the life that you want the way you want it. No one's going to hand that life over to you just the way you want it. Like, I'm not trying to come on here and tell you how to be that girl, get your hair done, have your makeup on, do your nails, so that you can be able to meet that man that will provide all you need. No, I'm not going to be here to tell you that. I'm telling you here and now that you are that boss lady that can get yourself everything that you need, only if you put your mind to it. And that man that will get you anything you want in this world will come and meet you where you are at. There are some times where it will be like you fall off the wagon. Don't feel discouraged. Don't give up on yourself. You can start all over again, but ensure that you do not give up. Keep it pushing. If it's something about your weight you want to change, focus on that exercise. Start doing it. There are some days you don't do it. Don't give up. Keep pushing. That is how you get to where you are. Because there's this quote that says, if you are tired of starting over, stop quitting. You have to encourage yourself. There's nobody that will always be behind you encouraging. You have to encourage yourself. You have to listen to things that would empower you. One thing with me is, like, when I'm in my down phase, when I'm in times that I don't feel like doing much, I would open my phone and I know I have many pre-recorded motivational speeches by myself or several other people reminding me of whom I am. It's not every time people are there to romanticize you and try to make it look nice. You've been through so much, you know, you're struggling, you're trying every day. It's okay for you to get down. It's okay for you to, you know, give up sometimes. It is okay for you to give up sometimes, but it is not okay for you to be down for too long. And you know, every time somebody has to make it nice to you and make it, you have to have people that will tell you the truth the hardest way possible. You are being lazy. You are wasting your time. The next step I will give you is normalize boundaries. Have some decorum in your life. Don't be so vocal about everything. Oh, you want to start a business and then you start mounting it even before you actually start. It's good to have some group of people that you talk to, that you can get advice from, that can encourage you to do what you want to do. But you should have some decorum in your life. You shouldn't just, you know, broadcast everything about yourself. Let your life have some decorum. Like, keep it mute sometimes. If you want to start that business, just leave it alone. Keep it mute. When it has matured, share it with the public. People say, okay, now this person is, you know, they are doing their thing, they are just in their own space, winning little by little. That is how you should keep your life going. Learn from your own life. Learn from the lessons that you have gone through in life. Learn from other people's experiences as well. Don't let whatever happened to you happen to you twice. Don't fall into the funk for the same thing twice. It's not wise, it's not healthy for you. You need to get your life together and learn from your lesson and move on. You have to keep it pushing because you're a strong person. I'm rooting for you, and every other person that has watched this video is rooting for you. Everyone in the comments is rooting for you. Your family is rooting for you. I remember when I wanted to start content creation, I was always giving myself the excuse that, oh, I don't have a microphone, I want to buy my own camera, I want to do travel vlogs. I saw a video on Instagram of one girl who had reached 100,000 followers on Instagram, and she was just getting her first microphone. And I was dumbfounded. It was like God was telling me, you are just being irresponsible. I'm just going to show you somebody who has decided to take what she has and make use of it. There's always going to be an excuse why you're not doing something. There's always going to be an excuse why something that you want to do is not hitting the goal, whether it's your lecturer for your academics, whether it's a business plan, even if it's content creation. People are going to tell you it's oversaturated. Never mind, just move on to something else. Don't listen. Start now. Start. Focus on what you only hear your own voice. If you're spiritual, hear the voice of God concerning your life and listen to that only. You don't need everyone's voice. You don't need to take all the information around before you start what you want to start. Start small. Start from where you are. Start from where you are. Oh my God, I wish I could overemphasize this. Start from where you are. There is no reason whatsoever that you are withholding yourself. Register for that gym activity. If you cannot register for it, start from doing home workouts. Sign up for that business idea. Put out that CV to that company. Just start. Push yourself out there. Give yourself a little applaud for each day you win, and that's how you're going to get through that funk, through that unproductive phase, and be that girl that you want to be that guy that you want to be, whomever you are. Be that person that you desire to be. It's not easy, but with consistency and discipline, you can achieve your goal. Thank you guys for watching this video to the very end. Please subscribe to this channel, and I'll be sharing more tips on how to get life together, even with my own experience. See you guys in my next one. Mwah.